This is Ellen Press, wise and quirky voiceover tidbits and history on bobbing for apples. Fall is officially here. Harvesting and harvest festivals, pumpkins and pulling out the sweaters. Have you ever bobbed for apples? Why do we bob for apples? Bobbing for apples originated in Europe hundreds of years ago. Then, it had to do with romance, of all things. You see, the game was part of a courting ritual and was a popular way to bring young lovers together and help them determine if they were soulmates or not. One of the most popular ways it was played was for each apple in the container to represent a special someone. Each girl would then bob for an apple and try to bite into the one that belonged to her crush. If she was able to successfully get it on her first try, that meant that the stars were aligned and they were destined to be together. However, if it took the woman 2 attempts to get the apple, that was an indication that they would court for a while, but their relationship would eventually fade. It wasn't meant for the long haul, and if it took her 3 or more shots to bite into her crush's apple, it sadly meant that her crush wasn't the right person for her, and she shouldn't try to pursue a relationship with him. Another common theme for the game, whoever successfully bit into an apple first would be the first person in their group of friends to get married. Sometimes, girls would even follow another superstition surrounding the game, which claimed that if they put the apple they bit under their pillow at night, they would see who their true love was in a dream. Over the years, those love-related versions of the game grew less and less popular. When European and Irish immigrants came to America, they brought several of their older traditions with them, including bobbing for apples. Eventually, as time went by and more Americans began to research their roots, they started to discover those traditions and began finding ways to associate them with other holidays, like Halloween. Halloween ended up becoming associated with bobbing for apples because it falls on October 31st, which is the same day as the Celtic holiday Samhain, which was a Gaelic celebration that marked the end of harvest season and the beginning of winter. Now that you know this little tidbit, bobbing for apples will never be the same. You've been listening to Ellen Press Wise and Quirky Voiceover Tidbits in History. Resources from allrecipes.com.